Send is a money transfer company that helps Ghanaians and Africans and Asians in the diaspora send money from the West into Africa and into Ghana. I am incredibly passionate about moving capital and moving money into Africa. I am incredibly passionate about developing and growing Ghana as a very specific place. And therefore, I have spent the last few years helping create an application that allows people to move money and capital back into Africa. And that's what we've been doing. We've been doing that with all the gusto and all the strength that we can find, and it's amazing and it's great fun. TapTap as a business has been running for the last 4 years. It was one of the first companies to do free money transfer. Free money transfer is when you transfer money from the UK, US, Europe, and Canada into Ghana, you don't pay a fee. That's very different to what we used to have before. So when I was growing up, even when I moved to the UK 18 years ago, we used the likes of Western Union, the likes of MoneyGram, and the old school money transfer companies where you always pay a fee. Now, we realized, and the world realized, and the UN realized that the cost of money transfer is expensive. The cost of remittance back home is expensive. And as a direct result, people send less money home if it is expensive to send money home. So Send pioneered, or was one of the pioneering companies 4 years ago to start a no-fee money transfer. And that no-fee money transfer has meant that more remittances, more capital, and more resources end up in Ghana as a result of people sending a lot more money to Ghana. And so the last 4 years, Send has been in existence, and we've been doing that. We've moved billions of dollars into the developing countries. And I say billions of dollars. I can't quote a specific figure because of what it is, but we have moved billions of dollars, and we have hundreds of thousands of customers who have used the Send platform to move money to their loved ones and to move money to support people for medical reasons, for projects, and for lots of different things. So we've moved billions of dollars. That's definitely true. For the specific case of Ghana and Africa, currently, remittances make up, last year alone, there was $4.5 billion that came into Ghana as a result of remittances. Remittances is such an important part of our economy that we cannot ignore remittances. Remittances make up 70% of all the foreign exchange inflows into the country. Ghana is clearly a very import-driven economy. Remittances is an export. What we do at Send is helping to change the economy from it being an import-driven economy to an export-driven economy. Send is at the forefront of that. So that 4.5 billion, Send moved a lot of that. A very high percentage of that money was moved into the country by Send. And that is impacting not just the lives of everyday people, but it's also impacting the economy. It's changing our city, it's changing our dollar, it's changing our exchange rate, it's changing our economy into an export-driven economy, which helps. It goes even beyond just a remittance, right? Because then it has an impact on every single area of life as we know it in Ghana. Fintech is a new industry to most of us, and Fintech is a new industry to me. When I finished university, I didn't even know what Fintech was. We knew about technology, where people create phones and they create laptops, and that's technology. And then we knew about finance, which is banking and what the bankers do and what the regulators do. Now, the combination of technology and finance makes the fintech industry. So what we've done here is use technology, i.e. phones, smartphones. Technology using mobile money is a very good example of technology and money coming together. So finances, money, and technology coming together is fintech. Now, mobile money changed our lives in Ghana totally. In the last 10 to 15 years, mobile money has made it possible for a lot of payments to happen. This is fintech, and this is what we mean by fintech. And this is where Send has been promoting fintech, because the youth of today, and even a lot of slightly older ones, are very used to using smartphones. Everybody in Ghana has a phone, which means that they can take part in the financial system within Ghana. So we can increase what we call financial inclusion. So as long as you have a phone, that's the technology, we can bring finance to you. We can include you in the financial system. You don't need to have a bank account. You don't need to have a passport, go to a bank and open an account. With your mobile phone, which is the technology, we can make sure that you are included in the financial sector, which becomes fintech, which is what we've been trying to do. And it has been amazing. It also means that millions and millions and millions of Ghanaians now have access to financial products, have access to methods and means of paying for goods and services, have access to loans and lending products, and have access to ways of getting credit if they need to, and have access to things that would ultimately improve their lives and make their lives better. Fintech and change. Change and fintech are probably the only ways for Ghana to get ahead in the world, and the only way for Africa to get ahead in the world. And I'll make some examples to you. Look at China and what fintech did to China. Fintech changed China. Fintech changed Malaysia. Fintech changed Singapore. Fintech has changed so many countries that we need to embrace fintech. We need to embrace a change mindset to allow Ghana and Africa to grow to the levels that we have seen the West grown. Now, even the bigger G10 countries, that's in the G10 countries like Italy, like France, like Spain, like the UK, these are countries that used fintech to grow. And I am on a message to tell every youth, tell every company in Ghana, tell every regulator, tell everybody who will listen that fintech is the way to go. So let's use technology, let's use finances, let's bring them together, and let's embrace and mindset. Let's make ourselves curious so we can learn more about what this fintech thing is and how we can improve and grow the country using financial technology. And I think it's I can't stress enough the importance of this, because if not, we are still going to be here in 10 years' time. But if we embrace fintech and we embrace change as a youth and as a whole nation, we would definitely, I can say for certain, be miles ahead of where we are today. Within these 4 years, first and foremost, we have brought in a lot of dollars into the country. That's without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt. And we've done that just by moving money, just by helping people move money into the economy. We have helped pay school fees. We have helped pay medical bills. We have helped pay people to live and just subsistence and live. We've helped people build houses and build projects. We've helped people buy lands and do stuff. So every Ghanaian who lives abroad wants to send money home to build a better future for themselves, and we've helped them do that. So I can definitely say we have definitely moved lots of millions of dollars into the country, and that has impacted lives in that way. Aside from that, we have also, as a company, invested some of our little earnings, some of our profit into things that impact the community of Ghana. So we support a lot of community-driven events. So we support the Ghanaian diaspora a lot where they live. We offer them English lessons if they want to better their English, because some of them didn't actually finish school before they left, so we help them with English. We support them with getting together and creating communities in the diaspora as well as here. So anybody who lives in the diaspora knows that loneliness is a real pandemic, right? And offering opportunities for Ghanaians who live abroad to get together regularly, and us sponsoring that and paying for that, is a fantastic thing that we'll continue to do. We have also supported a lot of tech and innovation programs in Ghana. So we supported Tech in Ghana, which is an event that brings together every entrepreneur who wants to get into tech. We've supported that. We have supported local fintechs who we work with for them to grow. So a very good example is ZPay. Now, ZPay, we started working with many years ago, and ZPay has grown as a result of working with TapTapSend. And we are hoping that we can take other fintechs within Ghana, other local fintechs, work with them, and then they will grow as well, and they'll become big companies. So that is the impact we're having on the economy and the impact we're having on Ghana. As part of the work we do, and with connecting to the Ghanaian community, we have embarked on projects to improve the lives of Ghana somehow. And those projects are very simple. We do things that we think gives back something to Ghana and something to our customers. So we are heavily involved in a lot of community projects. We donate to schools. We donated to a couple of secondary schools recently, some of our money to help them build a boarding school and paint their boarding houses. We did that pretty recently. We are giving away bags of rice and bottles of oil to people who receive money or remittances in Ghana. We have supported a lot of projects in Ghana which would help people's lives get better, and we would continue to do that. And this is not the business. This is us just giving back something of what we have to improve the lives of people in Ghana, because we believe it's when you try and make some small money from Ghana, then you've got to put some of that back in Ghana to help improve the economy, to help improve the lives of people. So we will continue doing that. We are also launching a scholarship program and a scholarship project. Now, the scholarship project is very simple. We know that it's very expensive and tough to get into university these days. You have to get the grades. Now, when you get the grades and you get to university, it is very sad that some of those students cannot afford the fees. And some people stay at home because they cannot afford the fees, even though they have the grades. And the reason is why? Because they come from slightly less privileged backgrounds. I understand that. When I grew up, we had pretty much nothing. And I wish there was one or two companies out there who were doing programs that I could be part of. Now, knowing that as a person who has been through that, I am using that to improve the lives of others by saying we will put some money behind a scholarship program for students who have finished SHS High and they want to go to university but don't have the means. So we will launch a scholarship program to give 5 students, pay for their university fees for the whole time they are in university, and we would allow them to study. It would give them peace of mind to go to school, learn, and hopefully also add and improve to the national discourse and national discussion that we're having. So that scholarship program is bang in the middle of something that we are doing to help the Ghanaian economy and to help the Ghanaian people. One more thing that we're doing, we are launching what I call the entrepreneurship program to help people get gingered about fintech, right? So fintech is not something that we have done a lot. We haven't been doing fintech as a country for long enough. So what we are doing is we're going to run a competition which would invite female entrepreneurs, people who are ladies who are into fintech or have an idea that they think could be good for fintech. We're going to run a competition, run a call for proposal for them to send us proposals. We will look through it and we will pick about 5 or 6 of them who we would mentor and go to them. I will personally mentor people and we'll teach them how we have done it at TapTapSend and how they could do it too. Because it's not that people are not clever. People are smart in the country. I meet a lot of very smart, very young, very intelligent people in Ghana. What they don't have is access to the right capital. What they don't have is access to the right advice and the right knowledge. What they don't have is somebody telling them, you know what, actually you can do this because I know how to help you do this. And we at TapTapSend, me personally, Koku Mawutor, want to help some of that. So we would run that program to help female entrepreneurs, because I think men are pretty well looked after. So we'll help female entrepreneurs, young female entrepreneurs who have ideas and take them from idea all the way to launching their product. And that will be a really good thing that we can do for the Ghanaian economy as our way of giving back. I am incredibly passionate about the youth. I'm passionate about the youth. And I wish we had more voices growing up. So as a youth, I'll say, listen to some voices, open your brain, be curious, open your mind for change, and you would go forward. You would absolutely go forward. So there are lots of things happening in the world, not just Ghana. So go to the internet, use the internet for good. Don't sit on TikTok. Go and find some financial journals online, read them. Further your knowledge, learn new things that will challenge your brain and challenge your mind. Be curious, open your mind for change, think differently. That's how as a youth you go forward. That's how as a young person in Ghana, you get to do new and exciting things that will change your life, not just your life, but the life of those around you. Because if you close your world, the world view matters here, right? If you close your world stays that way, and your world will be that way for the next 10 years. As a youth, if you open your world and you open your worldview by reading everything that is available to you, by engaging with every material, every publication that's available to you, both on the internet and in print, you would go further forward than anything you can imagine. It's not the school. Go to school, yeah, go to school, get grades, but open your worldview embrace change, and be curious. And as a youth, you will do very well.